Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be going over the second yama, also known as Shaucha, translating to contentment, joy, and roughly happiness. So for today I wanted to remind you that we're going over the Niyamas. The Niyamas are a rough moral guide on how we interact with ourselves in order to live according to the yogic philosophy. All of these can be found in the Yoga Sutras written by Patanjali or compiled by Patanjali, and we'll go ahead and get started. So a little background on Shaucha. Shaucha does roughly translate to contentment, and this discusses how we can use meditation and mindful practices along with the physical practice of asana in order to find contentment in our life at all times, even when there may be areas of tension. We may not always feel happy in the world, but through contentment, happiness can find an endearing and long-lasting place within our life. So it's not necessarily that you have to be happy to be content. Instead, the Yoga Sutra is saying by being content with your current situation, happiness can grow and develop. So we'll go ahead and start with a gentle meditation. For today, finding a comfortable seated posture, whatever that may mean to you, or perhaps lying down. As a reminder, I'm here to help guide you. I'm never here to make you do anything that would feel uncomfortable. So if a different breathing technique, different posture, or even a different meditation would feel better, please feel free to take it at any time. When you're ready, we'll settle into our space, taking some big, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Eyes can begin to close or remain open with a soft gaze. Starting to release tensions, to settle into your body, settle into your space. Enjoying the sensation of the inhale and the exhale. Remembering that if your mind starts to wander at any point, you can always bring your attention back to the breath, focusing in on the sensation of the inhale and the exhale. And when you're ready, reflecting on your initial thoughts and feelings regarding Shaucha. Your first thoughts and feelings regarding the words contentment, or to be content with your current situation. And then beginning to reflect on how we can work to be more content with our current situation. Sometimes it can feel like life, the universe, what have you, has thrown too much at us, we feel overwhelmed. And it's important to remember that according to yogic philosophy, you are never given anything in life that you can't handle. Ultimately, the challenges that are presented in our life are here to help teach us, are here to help guide us. Some lessons we may not learn for many, many years. Some will be more apparent. And it's important to take a step back, to reflect when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel frustrated, or any negative emotions, to step back and show gratitude for the good things in our life. Remembering we always have our yogic practice to support us. We always have people around who want to help, even when we may feel alone. And that by accepting our current situation, rather than wishing, wondering, or mulling over the harsh parts, we can begin to move forward. We can carve space in our minds, in our bodies for love, for joy, for connection. Now, contentment does not mean that we don't pursue changing negative aspects of our life. If we're frustrated with something, if we're feeling overwhelmed, it doesn't mean we have to remain in this state, but rather, when we notice these thoughts and feelings starting to cloud our mind, taking a big breath and asking ourselves, what is the reality of my situation? Sometimes we can get overwhelmed with our perception versus the truth. So what is the truth of the situation? Can I accept it? Can I find happiness within it? There's always something, even if it's taking a moment of gratitude, to hold space for yourself, a little bit of love for your body, a little bit of love for yourself. And then finally, what can I do to improve my situation? These answers may not come to you right away, and they may not be clear right away. And it's okay to reflect on this for a while. And it's okay not to know the answer. But ultimately working to love yourself and to find love in all situations. Now taking this time to reflect on how you could incorporate Shaucha into your life. Perhaps you focus on something as you accept it is out of your control. That life has handed you only things you can handle. To be grateful for an opportunity of strength, of growth, and to allow it to release from the body, release from the mind. And to tell yourself it's okay to let this thing go. Or perhaps you think of a way of incorporating daily gratitude into your life, taking time to reflect on the good that maybe you may cultivate and preserve a space for love and happiness to grow, to be nurtured, to find an endearing place in our minds and hearts. For the remainder of the meditation, allowing the mind to wander wherever it would like to go, or perhaps continuing to reflect on Shaucha, or returning to the sensation of the breath. Finally, bringing your attention back to the body, back into your fingers and toes. Taking a big breath in and a large breath eyes can remain closed or they can flutter open. So bring the hands together and thumbs reach in between the eyebrows or third eye, setting the gentle intention of kind thoughts for ourselves and others. Bringing thumbs to the lips to set the gentle intention of kind words for ourselves and others. And finally, bringing hands to the heart space to set the gentle intention of kind actions for ourselves and others. Thank you all so much for joining me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.